and welcome back. So I decided to have a look at the first thing I ever posted on Instagram, which happened to be this photo right here of two of my characters, Bard and Miranda. And after getting over the initial shock that I posted something smooshy, I decided I might as well try and redraw the smooshie. And considering I just found this picture recently on Pinterest, I was like, oh well, we're going with the smoosh today, or the smooshie. And yeah, I kind of gave my reds and blues a good workout, trying to sort out my own lines so I knew what I was drawing. Bard and Miranda would be characters that I made when I was about 14. So they're very simple wee beans. They have like the cutesy wee background where Bard is like this ex-military dude that he just needed to get out of the fray. So he's in a small, it's kind of hard. It's kind of like a post-apocalyptic world. And he runs like this little country tavern, and he's out there trying to just be away from all the war, all the fighting, just any kind of conflict. He doesn't want it. The only time he ever gets involved is when those nitwits in the bar try and start something. He always ends it, fluffs them off, and then that's done. However, being ex-military and in a power position that he's quite well off. Was quite well off. And Miranda, thinking herself to be quite the master thief, decided that he would be a prime target and tried to rob him. The keyword there being tried didn't really work out in her favor, but one of Miranda's greatest talents is escaping, and she seems to be that character of mine that I made to annoy the life out of every other character that I had. She would kind of place herself in other people's business, screw it up a wee bit, usually on purpose, and then she got out scotch-free. She would just be like, yep, I've done my job here, I'm gone. However, it didn't quite work so well against Bard, specifically because he has a lot of experience in like the military and special ops kind of thing. He was one of the best at what he did. But when you decide to retire to a small country town, no one really thinks that you're gonna be that good at anything. So Miranda tried her luck several times. I remember talking to a friend about it where she tried time and time again, and while every safety precaution, trap, whatever Bard could put in, she could escape. It just, it gets tiring after a while. The only place in the town to go and chill out and have a drink was his bar, so she kind of had to make peace with that and just rock on in. Not that she cared too much, but what can you do? And I can see the mistake now, which I don't realize till later. However, you may have noticed that I didn't change back to the new layer that I just made for the line art. Yep. Didn't notice that at the time at all, but that's okay. So yeah, the long and the short is that Miranda ended up just living there, I guess. It turned out to be one of those situations where even though she frustrated the life out of Bard, continuously trying to steal all of his crap, and then he just got used to her being there, and he knew his precautions and whatnot was enough to keep her out of his stuff. And jokes on her really, because everything, I'm pretty sure I decided everything that he had kept was all family heirlooms and stuff, and while they might have been worth the world to him, there wasn't a lot that she would actually make use of. But yeah, so in the end, it just went from trying to steal all his stuff to just living there. And then eventually they got married. 14-year-old me was very proud of these stories. Me now thinks I've got a wee bit of work to do. But that's okay. Eventually I'll get around to revamping this world and its characters. I've started with some of the characters. And thankfully I have finally got my tripod on order so I can record some of my traditional work, because I have been doing a lot more character sketches and designs to try and sort that out. And it'll just be fun to, I don't know, show a bit more of this world they live in, because it's definitely more than just this little post-apocalyptic bar in the middle of the country. And there's me realizing I did not separate the layers. Sigh. But that's okay. I looked at trying to fix it up. I was going to put the background in, I was going to clean it up, but in the end I left it and I came back to it. And here's the original. But I cleaned up the line art and chucked some color on there. This is what I have. So if you guys enjoyed this, please subscribe and like the video. Share it if you feel the need. And I'll see you all next week.